There we go.
Alright, guys, sorry about that. We completely forgot to turn off the capture screen. Currently, right now, there is a reason why me and Sora don't have our screen on at the moment. We planned a bit of a surprise for you guys, considering even though this is not Wednesday night campaign. We took a trip to the Halloween store today, and we kind of planned something out. So,
without further ado,
there's Alora.
Hello. We have something planned. For those of you who listen
We don't
play in the Wednesday campaign in the group, we have
Clearly, I need to turn you down because you're too loud.
We have decided to do a little surprise after going to the Halloween store. And 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! It's Sam and Ezra.
I fucking hate the both of you.
Yeah.
So yes, we will be playing tonight in full cosplay.
You know what? This ain't the right
not associated with this campaign.
Like this is not the right day to be dressed like this. Okay.
We know.
We know.
But the problem is, we only had so many days to go to the store, so
we kind of didn't have a choice.
And we decided we liked the looks, so we're going to be playing in cosplay for characters not associated with this campaign. It's gonna be great.
I vote drag Turf into here and let's do a makeshift Wednesday campaign.
A makeshift Wednesday campaign. Speaking of that, though, we did want to plan a crossover.
Yes.
At some point.
There will be a crossover episode at some point where everyone will be leveled up to, where everyone will be the same level. So that is still in the works, but we will figure it out.
Can you on
It's
your
exciting.
Get Luna in here?
Okay.
Obviously, copyright free shit.
Just the normal shit you usually do?
Yeah, usually the normal, yeah.
Okay.
So, because we also do have a new character joining us tonight, I am going to have people reintroduce themselves and what they're playing and everything like that once we get Luna in here.
Sorry for being late. I needed to get food before I could join.
No, it's okay. We didn't know what happened. You're good, Laura.
You're good.
So, tonight... Oh, why am I
be right back,
notes
folks.
when I don't have notes written? Force of habit?
Force of habit.
Force of habit. So...
Oh.
Tonight...
Should we...
What?
Wait, we have Laura.
Oh, yes. We need to make sure what's the plan.
Oh. Laura.
We should pull into a different thing if possible.
I'd have to go to the right back screen.
That's okay.
Alright.
1 second, guys. We are going to be right back. We're finishing some last minute things.
And we are back.
Sorry about
Sorry
that.
about that, everyone.
With that, we will get started on tonight's thing, and I think Luna died. Or can we not hear it on here?
Should be able to hear it. Oh, I did not put loop on. That's why. Hold on.
Oh, that's why I'm like, Luna died.
Hold on.
There we go. That's better. Alrighty. And we will get started with tonight's session. With the recap, we last left off beginning of last session. So session 5. We're already on session 6. How crazy is that? We left off. You guys were abruptly awoken in your guys' little huts behind Magic Roy. Waking up to the place in shambles, burning on fire. Steve, who was unconscious while in the rubble, you guys went in, saved him, got him back. Easy little things like that. Then you guys went... Why do I have such a hard time talking? You guys went into the woods where you heard rustling, immediately assuming it was whoever the culprit was that did set the hut on fire.
No, we didn't.
I don't think you guys did.
You're right.
With that, you guys ran into the woods after who you could immediately assume was the culprit who set the building on fire. Immediately, Lucian, knowing what was going on, saw this human being, Kyrie. Jesus.
I don't know if it's going this way for anybody else, but on my end, Kyrie seems like she's really loud, and a minute ago it was getting really garbled when she was talking.
It's a possibility because of the mic.
Let me see if I can fiddle
Yeah,
with the settings.
it honestly sounds like when Sora, when your voice gets garbled at times, and we can't bloody well hear you.
How about now?
Like now, that was just a buzz.
Please.
Alrighty.
Sorry, everyone, that you're seeing all my settings. Deal with it.
Thanks for showing people your settings.
Alright. Is that any better? No, that does not look like it's better.
It's definitely softer.
Way softer.
Let's do that. Test. How's that? Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay.
But it's
Is it
still
better?
very soft. Yeah, it is, but it's still very soft.
Very soft. Okay. Let me do that. How's that? Do I need to up it more? La 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 la.
Yeah.
That's better.
Better.
Alright. Do that. How's that? Is that good for everyone?
And now it went robotic.
Oh,
Oh, God. It's because we're in the basement and the router is kind of stupid. I know. Unfortunately, this is probably as good as I'm gonna be able to get it tonight. I apologize.
So it's gonna
I apologize. Unfortunately, that's about as good as I can get it.
Is it still bad?
And it was. And at least at the moment it's not sounding garbled. Well, no, I can hear y'all. It's just not quite as loud as it was before. And at least for the moment, it's not garbled. So, it's good for me. It's good for everybody else.
Okay.
Okay. Where did I leave off?
We killed the Vessel Hydra.
You killed the Vessel Hydra, right?
Wait, no, we were awoken from our thoughts.
You were looking.
Lucian chased down the humanoid.
Lucian chased down the humanoid, which you guys found out to be his name was Billy, and that he was under the control of the Mind Flayer. Lucian knew this immediately. Nobody else really did. With that, Lucian being the ASMR again.
ASMR.
ASMR.
I mean, his voice is ASMR.
The ASMR knew what to do with Billy, but gave the party a what the fuck, and immediately stabbing Billy and killing him. After Billy was killed, this just thought I'd have the stream playing while. Hi, Shion. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Hey, look, it's Kyrie and Sora in the same room.
Kyrie and Sora in the same room. Otherwise, before we were interrupted, again, sorry. Are you keeping it there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
do that for tonight, so that way you don't have to do that.
Okay. After stabbing Lucian and killing him, a woman appeared.
Not Lucian.
Lucian.
Lucian's still alive.
Lucian.
Rory.
Yeah.
Midget. Anyway. Shut up. Anyway, after killing Billy, a woman appeared who most of you guys know from Wednesday night campaigns. Valkyria, the fairy cleric, made an appearance to the party, telling them that she has seen what has been happening before and, tried to stop the situation because Billy was not supposed to be killed.
Yeah.
Yet. Tomar Kai, once Valkyria brought Billy back, tried to free Billy from the Mind Flayer's control, which worked to an extent. Sora, glad to see ya.
Thanks, Shion.
Which worked to an extent. And then you guys went on your merry way to get back to where we first started campaign, back in the Upside Down, in the labs, figuring out how to defeat the Vessel Hydra. You guys fought the Vessel Hydra all in well. Rory, using his Javelin of Lightning, one-shotted the Vessel Hydra. One-shotted and I think overkilled. Did you overkill it?
Yes.
By 3.
He overkilled it by 3. And that's where we ended last session. Unless I'm forgetting anything.
Yes.
What?
Rory went off by himself.
Oh yes, that's right. Shuffles. Yeah.
So, while all this was happening before we all defeated the Vessel Hydra, Rory went off by himself and ended up discovering that he can use fire. Well, he can make fire appear out of thin air. And I think that's it.
I think that's it. Right? We're not missing anything, are we?
No.
Alrighty. So as we open tonight's session, you guys are in the aftermath of defeating the Thessal Hydra. Oh wait, before we continue, I wanted to have everyone introduce their characters because
Yeah.
we have a new person joining us tonight. Alright, I'll go first. I'm Kyrie, I'm your DM. I play all the NPCs and Valkyria and 11 in this campaign. I do a lot as it is. So I decided to throw on myself, play 2 extra characters.
Seems legit.
Seems like a DM thing. I'll have Sora go since Sora's next to me.
I am Sora. I am also a forever DM. Lucky enough to actually be playing in this campaign. But I decided to make my life difficult as well and play both Lucian, the ASMR rogue,
ASMR!
and Tomakai, the 60-year-old turtle cleric, who is completely fucking with everyone by pretending to be old when realistically, compared to his lifespan, he's about 12.
12. I think that's what we've talked about.
Yep.
Is about 12.
He's about 12, considering his race, his species lives for centuries. So,
who wants to go next?
I'll do it.
Okay.
So, hello, I'm Shuffles. I play Rory Wayward, a Silver Dragonborn barbarian. I'm not used to playing a melee character, so this is all kind of new to me, but love him. Full of chaos. And I think that's about it.
Alrighty. Laura, do you want to go?
I think
Should we have her go last?
I think we should have her go last.
Okay.
and then-
Alfie or Sage? Whoever wants to go.
I am Elfie, and this evening I will be playing Liska, who is a changeling. Currently also looking like an Azamar, like Lucian.
Shuffles! Shion says hi, Shuffles.
Who's this I? Oh, hi! Hello.
Sage.
Hello.
Oh, Sage wasn't there.
Hello. Yes, I'm getting it. My name, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sage Hinata. Hokage of the RPG Village. I'm going to be playing as Milan, the gnome, the most handsome gnome bard. And yeah, it's going to be a fun time because, you know,
You were hitting on the fairy.
if he ain't singing, he's probably going to be trying to seduce some beautiful woman.
We already know. If you guys haven't had a chance, go follow Sage on his Twitch.
Do it.
We already did.
First off, guys, I'm not even live right now. You guys think I do shit, alright?
We know.
You're gonna
We're just
behave
giving you a
yourself.
shout out.
We know.
I'm talking to you, Shuffles.
I know.
Chat, go start an offline hype train in his channel.
I swear to God.
Don't, he'll kill me. He'll blame me.
Oh, I know. That's the point.
So, anywho, Bar, if you would like to introduce the type of player you will be playing.
So they're an Eladrin, and my version is that they can have a different seasonal mood every time they wake up. And so right now, his hair is white at the top, and then it's a gradient down to a dark blue. And I'm playing a paladin, and the character's name is Nier.
Alrighty. And with that, we are also missing Phantom, which he's going to be showing up exceptionally late. He plays a dwarf druid?
Dwarf fighter.
Dwarf. I thought he was a dwarf druid.
Oh no, you're right. He is a druid.
A dwarf druid. Stefano, who is a dwarf druid, played by Phantom 20. The joke is that he has bladder problems at this point, but I don't know when he's going to be joining or if he's even going to be awake enough to do the jokes tonight. So, we don't know what time he will be showing up, but he will be showing up at some point. With that, we will get started on tonight's session. You guys are in the afternoon.
Later. 5 days later.
Anyway, we are going to open tonight's session in the aftermath of you guys defeating the Thessal Hydra. Rory, as you hurled your javelin of lightning at the Thessal Hydra, seeing it fall to the ground, what do you do?
Okay. Jeez, give me a sec. Gonna carefully. I start to breathe heavy. Look over at everyone. It's like, well, that just happened. I'm gonna go. Gonna go get my javelin out of the Thessal Hydra.
Currently, where you hurled your javelin, it landed in his eye.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can climb up.
Okay, what would
Onto-
that be in acrobatics?
Acrobatics or athletics?
So you can either choose acrobatics or athletics, whichever you want to choose.
Athletics. Doing athletics.
Okay.
Ooh! 18. I'll take that.
Shit.
You said you were doing athletics?
Yes.
So whichever one I choose. What was your roll?
18. 1-8.
Uno, ito.
You find yourself to have a little bit of difficulty climbing up, but you still are able to climb up onto the festival.
Wait, okay. And I'm gonna see if I can yank it out.
I knew that's what she was going to try to do. So give me a strength check.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh God. It's either going to be a nat 1 or it's going to be a nat 20.
Yeah, that's a nat 20, so 23?
You're able to pull it out. The javelin out of its
Okay.
eye. Along with the eye.
Okay. Jeez.
Rory, good sir. While you're up there, would you mind cutting the beast's head off?
I can definitely do that.
So
Okay.
I think that would be another strength check, or are you just gonna
Attack roll.
yeah? So give me a base, just attack roll.
Okay.
And remember, this is +4 if you're using Dark Winter's
Oh.
Bite.
Thank God. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I didn't know what you were using, so
And it's it's dead too.
I'd
Would
still
I
say
have-
it has the +4 because you're still in the upside down technically.
No, would I have the advantage? Because would it be technically be prone or?
Would it have advantage?
So
Would she have
she's
advantage?
attacking at this point she's attacking an object, not a creature. So
Oh.
I'd go with, I can see that for a second. Sorry.
Pass the screen. Somehow you have to prevent cheating when you're in the same room.
I'm just trying to find something. Oh. So considering that considering what they're putting to, I'd say whether it goes
Okay.
to as an object is AC.
Okay, so she doesn't have advantage, is what we're saying now.
No.
You do not have advantage.
Figured not. Let's see what I get. E. So.
Am I missing, guys?
Oh,
No, you should only have
16?
20.
1 6?
16 you said?
Yeah.
So better bet.
So she's able to.
Yeah.
You're able to cut its head off.
Thank God. Okay, go.
2d10s, a d8, d6,
Phew.
and a d4. Yeah, that should be only 7.
Okay. What do you decide to do with this head? You gonna just throw it, or you gonna carefully bring it down? Knowing Roy,
Okay.
he's gonna throw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tomarkai, are you trying to catch the head?
Trying to catch it in the bag of holding.
So would that be in athletics
I'd assume acrobatics.
or in acrobatics? Because are you rolling as you try to catch it?
I mean, he's trying to do the whole football catch thing,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
using the bag instead of his arms.
Okay. So,
So,
give me an
what would you
acrobatics.
say?
I would
Would you say one, either or?
acrobatics.
Okay.
Acrobatic.
Ooh. Not
Yeah.
great.
Uh oh.
7. Okay, we are not using digital dice tonight, apparently.
So-
18.
Okay. So, Rory, as you throw the head, Tomarkai, you try to go catch it, and it falls straight to the ground before you can catch it in your bag of holding.
Poor Kai just kind of hangs his head ashamed.
It's okay.
Before slowly
anything-
going over and picking it up and putting it in the bag.
Anything else I can grab while I'm up here?
Anything you think that might be useful for proof of a kill?
What else could be salvaged?
You could possibly, if you guys wanted to do the check, a possible sample.
What would that be? A nature check?
Would it be nature or medicine?
Well, medicine's usually for treating wounds rather
So,
than
If
gathering.
you're trying to gather a sample, I would say it would be a nature check.
Perhaps Tomarkai can redeem himself.
I'd say it'd be a nature check.
Should I do it? Or.
Sora's pulling out the physical.
17.
So the physical dice gods are on your side, digital or not.
Yeah, digital hates me, so I'm doing. I'm doing regular.
Well, so he did digital for the catch, got a 7. He just used physical and got 17. How are you gathering your sample, Tomarkai?
Tomarkai is going to ask to borrow one of Lucian's daggers, and she's going to try and gather some blood samples. Maybe a little bit of, like, some of his claws.
Okay, you're able to gather a blood sample and however many of its claws.
I have one other thing he might try to grab. I can't remember if it.
If it has a tail, wouldn't she be able to maybe
That's what I was
salvage
thinking.
the tail?
I just had to be sure that there was a tail. Okay.
Because I looked at a couple of images a minute ago and they had a tail. That's why I said something. Because I was thinking maybe the tail would be another good sign of a kill.
Oh. I have another question for you.
Okay.
Would I be able to grab? So because of its acid spit, would I be able to grab like the organ that produces that acid or stores it in any way? With that roll?
You'd be able to try and grab it as long as the acid doesn't eat you.
Okay. Do you want me to make another roll, or is the
Yeah.
17 good? Okay.
Oh God. All right, so you got a 10.
Yep.
So somehow you were very careful enough to the point where you were able to grab the gland before the acid actually fell from the gland to store it.
Oh, thank goodness. And put that in a second vial. So hold on while I add these to his inventory.
Is anyone else from the party doing anything while Rory's sitting on top of a dead vessel hydra?
Milan is basically taking his loot and just kind of like fine tuning it.
Okay. Liska, what are you doing?
I suppose she's looking up at Rory and just thankfully managed not to hurt himself in the process of taking care of this Thessala Hydra.
Alrighty. Is Tomarkai or Lucian doing anything else? I'm assuming Rory, being Rory, is going to try and jump down after all of this. Right?
Yeah.
No,
I know at
seems
one
good.
point during last session there was a telepathic connection still going on between Rory and
oh
Liska.
yeah, would that still
and
be going
Lucian.
on?
Is that still in
it
effect?
Last... Crap, I think it was 2 hours that he could have it up.
I
that he
couldn't remember
rolled.
if it was 2 or 3.
I'd say, I mean, combat was less than a minute, so I'd say,
Considering
Most likely.
Rory with the javelin of lightning.
so I'd say they most likely still have it.
Okay. So you guys at this moment in time still do have that telepathic connection. I think it was between Liska, Rory, and Lucian.
Yes. Which, let me take a look at.
Sniper!
Yeah, so. Yep, and you can choose to have it specifically with one creature or with all whenever you communicate.
Alright. With that, you guys. Roy, are you trying to jump down?
Yep.
Give me
Pretty
an
obvious.
acrobatics.
Okay. Acrobatics. Come on, please be good. Nope. Nope.
Uh-oh.
That's an 8. Back an end well.
Oh god, okay. Rory, as you try to jump off of the Thessal Hydra, instead of jumping, somehow you forgot to jump. And
I got a
instead you
question.
fell.
I got a question.
Yes.
As she fails her jump off of the Thessal Hydra, can Milan use hold person on
What
Rory?
does that do?
Choose a humanoid that you can see within range. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration.
You can try. I would allow it, Sage.
Fuck it, I'll wait.
Okay. As you jump and you forget to jump, instead of falling on your feet, you land flat on your face. Almost like, I don't know, almost like a platformer where someone just falls on their face like flat. Or a cartoon for that matter.
Yep, okay.
As you can get up and brush your feet off from jumping or falling at this point, you
Yeah.
can see not far in the distance, after you guys defeated the Thessal Hydra, you can see a portal that goes back to the real world, not far from you guys. Almost as if someone created that portal for you guys to leave.
How are we feeling? Like, I mean, after all that, I mean, we should probably head on back. Right? Probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'd like to head on back.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, Rory.
Probably a good idea. Yeah, whatever you all want to do.
Don't forget, you guys still have to go back for 11 and Dustin.
Milan, look around. Is that sexy little fairy still about?
Yes, Valkyria is still around.
Hey, Valkyria, you want to have a drink with us later?
Sure, why not?
And then I can sing you a song.
Oh boy.
But Rory's then kind of look around for 11 and Dustin.
11 is seeming to look better than she was before you guys went to fight the Thessal Hydra. For whatever reason, something stopped her from joining your guys' fight to help defeat the Thessal Hydra. You guys don't know what, but something prevented her from helping.
say Tomarkai's gonna go over and check her out.
Okay. Is anyone else going with Tomarkai?
I'll go.
Okay.
Medicine?
Are you checking out 11?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Ooh. 24.
From what you can see after checking out 11, 11 seems to be back in her normal state before you guys went to defeat the vessel. You don't know how, but she looks like she seems to be okay now. Hi, Peppers.
Are you alright now?
Tomar, 11's gonna look over at Tomarkai.
Say that again?
I said 11 is going to look
Yeah,
over
because
at...
it had been open for a while.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, but I was worried that it might have
Oh.
gotten some fur in it or something.
Oh. I'm sorry. 11 is going to look over at Tomarkai. Whatever was preventing me from being able to help you guys, I'm okay now.
Likely a bit of like the effect of a creature such as this. It is not uncommon for legendary and rather difficult and monstrous creatures
Yes.
to have a bit of an aura around them that make it hard for those in their presence to put up a fight. You need not worry, young one.
11's going to look at Tomarkai. For whatever reason, I don't think it's just an aura. I think somehow we may be connected. Were you not doing anything else? Or were you not replying?
As he is patiently waiting, Milan is just lightly starting to play a tune.
Oh,
And
God.
he's like, I don't know about you guys. And then he glances over at Valkyria. But I think I could think of a full-on song here shortly as we wait. Tell me, my beautiful, would you like to hear it when we get back?
Valkyria is going to look over at Milan. If you would want to, you don't have to.
I told you, my dear, one day, when you least expect it, I will steal that fairy little heart of yours.
Dear Lord, he's delusional.
Oh, he's very delusional.
Don't underestimate a gnome.
Don't underestimate the power of a woman who's already told you she's not on the market. Gnome.
At least someone here in this party listens.
Lucian looks over at Liska, Valkyria. Huh. I think I'll keep that one pointing at Liska.
You see, she says no now, but eventually the heart falls when they least expect it. And he says this
Eventually,
as
you
he
keep it up,
gently
I'm going to
plays,
punch you.
I have done nothing against you.
Continuing to pursue her when she's basically told you no about 15 different ways? I would say that would be something against her, but I could be mistaken. Don't think so. What say you, Valkyria?
Valkyria,
I've been thrown out of a few bars here and there. I mean, it's no sweat off my back.
Valkyria is going to look at Liska. Are you the only one that has common sense around here?
You know what they say, common sense is not that common anymore.
This is true. Considering I'm dating an idiot. I'm sorry, out of character, I had to.
Willow's not here. We're just gonna let it go. Willow's not here.
I love you,
Milan
Rory.
shakes his head. Milan shakes his head, walks over to Rory, lightly pats his leg as he does so. My friend, this is why I like you most of all. You have the most intelligence.
No!
Really? I have the most intelligence out of everyone here? That's new. I like it.
I mean, that's fair. As Valkyria looks at the rest of the group, I think you guys, instead of sitting here talking and chit-chatting, should probably return to whoever gave you your quest.
Ooh. Yeah, that probably is a good idea. Sorry, do you guys remember who gave us the quest in the first place?
Tristan.
That's right.
Lord Sovereign of this realm. Well, our realm, I should say. This realm seems to be ruled by chaos and darkness.
Oh. Have you guys seen Dustin anywhere?
Oh, okay. Dustin is next to 11. Almost at this point, like, not really paying attention to your guys' conversation because you guys really haven't talked to him all that much. And I keep forgetting about him out of character, so we're just going to say that. But Dustin is next to 11 at the moment, right now, asleep.
Oh. Is like laying on the ground or?
He's sitting against the wall, just kind of sleeping with his head down.
I'm gonna walk towards Dustin and carefully and quietly pick him up.
Alrighty. You are able to do so.
Cool.
Valkyria looks over at the rest of the group. So, unfortunately at this moment, I cannot enter the throne room with you guys. Or anything for that matter. But I can be waiting outside if you guys would like.
In all seriousness, I do have one question that is of a serious matter.
To Valkyria?
Valkyria,
Yes.
wherever you came from, how do you expect to return?
I have my ways. I have my ways. Here, no. That's gonna go to his head. That's gonna go to his head.
Liska's gonna turn to Valkyrie and just, with a small smile, just tell her, as sad as I am to hear that you cannot go with us, I'm sure I can speak for the rest when I say we would appreciate any help you can offer us.
When you guys are done with Sir Tristan, I will meet you guys in the woods. I will send a piece of paper, and those of you who know how to sense a magic portal, or anything for that matter, will be able to tell who it's coming from.
Okay. My thanks and appreciation for any and all help you can offer. Hopefully we will meet again sooner rather than later.
I would really like to help you guys, and I hope you guys are successful in your meeting with finishing your quest. With that, I must be going now. And Valkyria disappears.
Well, everyone, pack your bags. Make sure not to leave anything behind.
Try to leave it better than it was when we got here.
One less creature to deal with. 11 says, looking at you guys.
Let's see if Mother's under his breath.
Milan starts heading towards the portal. And as he does, a small smile comes onto his lips. He doesn't say a word, but instead he passes through the portal.
Is everyone following Mulan? Or is Lucian staying behind?
Lucian's gonna be the last one through the portal, but he is going to
Okay.
make sure everyone goes through and then follow suit.
Okay. As you guys enter your portal, somehow, you guys aren't sure how, but the portal leads right to outside of Sir Tristan's throne room. Not knowing how you guys got there or who opened the portal, but whoever opened the portal wanted you guys right outside of the throne room.
I'm sorry, we're right outside of what again? I'm sorry.
You're outside of Sir Tristan's throne room.
Okay.
Baru.
Throne room. Shut up.
Not one of those in
Shut up.
Kidding. Well, this seems to be awfully convenient.
11 looks around. It's almost like someone wanted us here. Why would the portal go straight to here?
Seems whoever brought us back had every intention of having us complete our quest as quickly as possible. I thank you, mysterious force in the sky. Is he always like this?
From what I have seen,
Wonderful.
Milan gives a
hey,
shake
at
of
least
the head.
at least the dwarf is not saying I need to use the bathroom.
Milan gives a shake of his head. Yes, he's a senile fool. And the dwarf just needs to piss somewhere.
I will have you know I am not senile. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. And Tomarkai's gonna start walking toward Milan. And like almost raise his staff to bonk Milan on the head.
So not the mama.
But then, just is like, hey, you're not worth it, you're too short.
So
And keeps walking past.
So not the mama.
Almost.
Rory's gonna look at everyone. It's like trying to speak as quietly as possible. Like, I have a sleeping Dustin in my arms. Where should I put him?
I'll put him in the closet. He'll be fine.
When he wakes up, I'm telling him to put him back.
11 says, I barely know the kid.
I don't think putting him in the closet would be a good idea.
Then throw him across the room. I don't care. Get rid of him.
Or you can just carry him.
Wouldn't the king want to have someone sleeping?
Yes. Because other people are talking.
I'll go.
So are you putting, where are you putting
No.
Justin? Or are you carrying him in?
I'm gonna put him maybe kind of off to the side of the throne room.
That's probably true.
Audience hall.
As you look for somewhere to put Dustin down, instead of listening to 11 and putting him in the closet,
Is anyone doing the buddy?
instead of listening to 11 and putting him in the closet, you find a set of benches right near the closet.
Elizabeth's gonna go with Rory and help make sure we get him put down gently and get him secured so we don't have to worry about him rolling off on the floor or something and hurting himself.
Okay? I don't think I'm really gonna make you guys roll for that. You guys are able to put him down safely.
Sweet.
As you guys,
Elizabeth's gonna gently pat Rory on the side of the arm, just grin and say, I knew you could be gentle.
as you guys are outside whispering, putting people down, making sure people are okay, you see the doors open without anything of your arrival, as it was almost like you were expected. The doors open, and there is a guard standing right there, waiting for you guys.
We're just gonna look at the guards like, hello, it's been a while since we've been here, but we've returned from a quest. If you could say that.
Yes, we haven't heard from you guys since we sent you guys off. We were starting to look for new people. If you guys have news about the Fessel Hydra, otherwise we had our next client inside.
You're going to
Milan is looking at the guard. And he's going to lightly just look at the surface thoughts of his mind.
Are you casting Detect Thoughts?
Only on the surface thoughts.
At the moment, you can't detect anything from casting that spell.
How can you not detect any
Hold on.
thoughts? Is he
Hold on.
not
Well, I
thinking?
don't know
Hold
how
on.
that works, Sage.
Hold on. Let me give us a second because
Okay.
gotta. So.
Okay. Okay, well,
Whatever's immediately on his mind
Okay.
at the moment would be what he could get unless he were to probe deeper.
okay. I'm sorry, Sage. I don't know
It's all
everything.
good. I was just seeing what was immediately on his mind.
Yeah,
Okay. Alright. So as you cast Detect Thoughts, as you are looking at this guard, you can detect that, first of all, he doesn't know who you are. Secondly, he doesn't like the way you are treating him at the moment.
Milano is simply gonna give a soft smile. And he's gonna step closer. Would you
First of all,
would you kindly let us in? Good sir.
well, I was planning to let you in anyway, except you aren't the one that we were worrying about that we gave the quest.
What did you
Second
say?
of all, is this cutting out again?
Hey, you're very robotic right now.
Oh my god.
my lord. Let's see. Bird was saying, you know, I was about to let you in, but you aren't the one we hired for this quest. You aren't the one we were worried about in this particular moment. At which point, Tomarkai is going to say, we do have proof of the kill and are willing to present it to Sir Tristan, if you would be so kind, my good sir.
Come on in. Sir Tristan is waiting for you. As the guard walks away, heading back towards the throne. I'm going to, yeah. As you guys are entering the throne room, you see another person at the moment conversing with Sir Tristan. From what you can tell, they have. What does she have? What does her main character look like?
Right here, transitioning to a deep blue.
Right here. Okay.
They should have leather armor. I can't see them from here. I'd have to open it on the site, but I'm pretty sure the one with leather armor.
Okay.
I have on the studded armor that you assigned me.
That's right, the glamour
Okay.
studded.
Okay. At the moment, you can see. Out of character, I'm sorry, Laura. Is your character female or male?
It's male.
Male. Okay. You can see a male creature with white hair, wearing studded, glimmering armor, or leather armor. As you can see, they know how to fight. You can see that they have a sword. or whatever. I don't know. I need
Yeah,
to
I
see
know.
her character.
I know. I'm sorry.
I do have a
Yeah.
sword equipped that's on my side, and I have one of my night sticks across my back.
Okay. And as you can see, Sir Tristan at the moment is conversing about the Thessal Hydra with this Eldrin. Sir Tristan is going to look at the Eldrin and say, "So you think you're able to take on this Thessal Hydra?"
I don't know about this Hydra. I've never heard or encountered such a creature, but I do have extensive years of training, so I'm willing to give it a try.
Any assistance would be appreciated at this point. I don't know what happened to my previous group.
Not for
My
you.
apologies for interrupting, my lord.
Oh. Well,
Turn
hello.
around and go, turtle?
Yes. Yes.
Do not be alarmed by my striking appearance.
You don't scare me. I'm just surprised to see a turtle walk into a room.
I tend to have that effect on people.
I can see why.
He's one of the ones that we wanted to have take care of the Thessal Hydra. Did you? Oh, everyone else is with you. Something must have happened if we haven't heard from you.
Our hunt was, in the end, successful.
And yet you guys didn't keep contact?
Apologies, but it was rather difficult to communicate across planar boundaries.
You went across boundaries.
You went into another dimension?
Yes, this creature's lair was, in fact, in another dimension, which was what made it so difficult to...
So wants to cast Charm Person on the turtle and tell him to take a nap. I mean, Sage, you can give it a try.
I mean, if you want to, I'll roll that wisdom save.
You can give it a try.
No, not yet.
Okay. That creature was able to move freely in and out of this dimension, and as such made it very difficult to track.
I understand. That explains
Yeah.
why we
At least
so
you
many
found it in the end.
At least you guys found it. It explains why so many times when we went after it, we couldn't find it.
We also bring proof of the deed, so that it's not merely my word.
I would love to see the proof.
Kai's going to reach into his bag and just slowly pull out the Thessal Hydra's head.
Oh, you brought its head.
Damn,
I
that thing
thought
stinks.
it might make for
That's
an
what I was
excellent-
smelling.
I thought it might make for a wonderful wall decoration.
I mean, yes and no. What am I supposed to do with the head?
Well, many lords have displayed magnificent and terrifying creatures in their hall, or at least the heads of such creatures as a symbol of their power.
So Tristan is going to look at Tomar Kai, point to a guard with a tray and a plate, and like say, "Put it on the plate and take it away."
Thank you.
I
Aura's gonna look over at Sir Tristan's like, "You're welcome for the head."
Are you the one that cut off the head?
I may have been.
He was the only
And
one
then,
who would make a
I was-
clean cut.
I was about to do something else. We're gonna make that comment much further. Milan is gonna look at the head real quick of the Thessal Hydra, then look over at whoever that they were talking to and go, I mean, it's nice to have a little head, huh?
I mean, I guess. Okay.
As her wings fold in, Liska is going to approach Sir Tristan with a small smile and say, "My apologies. Not all of us look quite exactly like we did when we left."
I didn't need to know.
Anyhow,
What did you say, Liska?
So as Liska's wings fold in, she's just going to very respectfully approach Sir Tristan and just smile a little bit. "My apologies. Not all of us look quite the same as we did as when you sent us out."
I can certainly see that. Did something happen along the way?
You could say that, yes.
And
Oh.
I see you guys brought new friends.
You could say that too.
I should.
Liska is going to look over Sir Tristan. "This is Lucian. Lucian, Sir Tristan."
I know.
Okay. Near, as you look at the rest of the group, I know you haven't introduced yourself to everyone yet, but as you look at the rest of the group, you can recognize what everyone is, except for one. I want you to make a religious check to see if you can tell who the winged creature is. But
Yes,
But-
religion.
so
What would I be rolling?
Religion.
religion.
Yeah, no, what kind of dice?
D20. Add your religion modifier.
Well, that's balanced. Well, that's 19 plus 1, so 20.
Yeah. Here, as you look at this creature who you can tell, you can basically tell, even with him not having his wings out, because I'm gonna say it and I don't know how to say it. As Azamar,
Word?
Good enough.
Got it.
Um, he's a half angel.
I know it is.
like, yes.
So he doesn't D&D.
Did anyone ask you?
No.
So shut up and let's play. God, it's picky. Anyway, you are able to tell who this creature is after giving it once glance over the party.
Well, this is quite the unusual collection of people, but it's interesting.
I will say it is an interesting group because we did not see the lawn decoration. And the creature over there brooding in the corner.
Well,
I believe they just called your gnome a lawn decoration.
I did call the gnome a lawn decoration. You can deal with it.
I merely made sure that this party returned to their realm in one piece.
Don't know if you guys caught it, but Liska did introduce Lucian to Sir Tristan just a moment ago while y'all were figuring things out.
Okay.
After all, they were making so much noise in that other dimension. Surprised they didn't wind up being killed before they even reached this creature.
Well, it sounds like either way, you were able to help them, Lucian. So for that, I thank you. The gnome seems to have a bit of attitude, though.
He did make sure that we got safely. However, he does have another quest he is involved in. He has something else that he is after.
And what may that be?
I will leave that to him. It's not my place to say.
Vessel Hydra is not the only one that calls that other dimension home. There are far more powerful creatures that reside there.
So, in other words, we need to close this dimension.
I do not believe that to be entirely possible.
Nothing is, say, impossible.
Nothing's impossible, only improbable.
And I would say that it would not, that even if we were to seal off this realm, it would not be impossible to unseal it. Pardon my forwardness, but I believe your best course of action is to go on the offensive before these creatures decide to take souls.
We don't even know what we're going after. How can we prepare for anything?
Same way you would prepare for finding champions, paradox, fight for.
And from what I heard, our champion's hut was just burned. So it's not like we can do much. And he's retired.
Might I suggest rather than look upon the relics of the past, maybe it's time to start thinking.
So now you're telling me how to run my own kingdom.
I'm telling you that if these creatures are given free rein in this dimension, one way or another they are coming. And they will come. It's not a matter of if, but when. So my request to you, pardon my lack of etiquette. My request is that you prepare yourself to have these creatures before they can harm those under your protection, under your guidance.
Our armies are nearly not strong enough. By any means. That's why I had to hire people to take care of the Thessal Hydra.
I offer my blades. All I ask is that you allow me fine. Those that are willing, at least, to hunt these creatures.
I would give you guys anything you need if you guys wanted to help. But again, we don't know. You seem to know a lot more than you're letting on. It's almost like you guys ran into it along with fighting the Vessel Hydra.
Sorry for the road race outside. I said sorry for the road race that's happening outside.
Oh. We can't hear it. They were fortunate. They did not encounter this creature.
Well, from what I hear of, she may have told you different, but from what I hear of a fairy, you killed the thing that was working with this creature.
We killed one minion.
It was not his time, by any means. And she's letting on. She's not letting on everything she seems to be. I will tell you, she hasn't told you guys everything.
We all have secrets. Now, I ask the rest of you. Will you aid me in my cause to end the creatures that would threaten your realm?
Oh, I came here for a job, so I say yes.
Sorry, what did you say, Laura?
I said, well, I came here for a job proposition, so I say yes.
Liska's going to look at Lucian. You have my bow and my rapier. I will help you in any way I can.
Okay, guys, we are going to have to
I'll be right back. I
pause
just gotta
for a
grab
second.
my charger.
So how's everyone doing?
You already know my answer on that.
I still cannot believe I one-shot the Vessel Hydra. I'm still in shock about that.
Okay, this is a deep cave.
That's my brother.
Oh, yeah, that too.
You two forgot your characters were siblings?
No,
no, we-
they're adopted. They're like
They're adopted
they're-
siblings.
their
Then still
races kind of
siblings.
adopted each other.
There's a lot that...
There's a lot
Lot
of
of
twists
backstory.
in their story.
a lot of backstory. But...
There be gold down there.
Because where it currently
There be
looks like
gold.
looks like there are two Azamar in the company. One of them didn't look like she does now. Liska looked very different.
And I guess Rory is now a gentle giant.
When he wants to be.
When he wants to be, yeah. But yeah, I'm so used to playing spellcasters. So playing melee is interesting. But it's fun.
Oh, since they're on their Be Right Back screen on the stream, I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
I have a Catahoula leopard, Great Dane mix, Laura, and was messing with him this morning and thought I got out of the way and didn't, and he slammed his head into the side of right there above my eye. 61.5-pound dog who thinks he's about this big.
It's okay. My cat, who's 2 years old, still thinks that he can fit into spaces that he could fit into as a kitten.
That's a cat for you.
I have a
He's
10-year-old.
I'm going to squeeze my head under this screen, and I'm going to try to walk under it. And he forgets that his butt is bigger than his head at this point.
I have a 10-year-old boxer who still thinks he's 80 pounds. He still thinks he's a lapdog. He's not a lapdog. No, he is not.
You're just not being accommodating enough for the dog.
He loves sitting on us.
To the go. See, can I convert anything into sticks? Oh, it's just a axolotl. Oh, wait, no, those are troublefish.
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that, guys. We had to get the charger and everything. As we were before we went off on
Hello, squid.
our break, you guys were just getting ready to help Sir Tristan protect from whatever was coming into the realm.
Lucian, you may be
Dick?
bit of an arrogant, insufferable.
Dick? 11 says quickly.
I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. While you may be annoying to deal with, I do believe there are more dangers in this realm. And until you give me a reason not to, I shall fight by your side and make sure to keep you my friends alive.
There's also the horrid creature that killed my entire family. Well, for the most part.
What was that, Shuffle?
Something
They-
about a creature killing her entire family.
Yeah.
It is true. Aside from me, Rory doesn't have anybody else at this point.
Not really. Before we even started this journey, I just wanted to do this by myself.
Yes, we know. You're kind
Somehow
of
I
an asshole.
managed. Somehow I managed to remind you or convince you that you weren't going to fight this alone, that we were in this together.
Like,
I'm glad you listened. You came in very valuable. You're an important part of this team.
If you can call it.
Yeah.
such a team.
I guess I am. But, what's next? What else can I kill? Oh, what else can, we kill?
Well, there's still the Demogorgon. And
Yep,
then there's the creature that calls itself the Mind Flayer.
That's just an urban legend. Sir Tristan says. To Lucian.
That urban legend took everything I cared about. And its last parting gift to me was these. And Lucian's going to summon Mafia and Concho, his psychic blades.
2 blades.
Neat.
These are not merely blades. They cut straight through a person's mind, through a person's very essence, their sense of self. In a manner of speaking, you could say they destroy a person's soul.
Oh. Well, that's
Well then.
interesting.
As he banishes them, that you are still able to live under the delusion that the Mind Flayer is just an urban legend.
Rory, are you currently looking at Liska by chance?
Yeah.
When Lucian mentioned that it had taken everyone he cared about, you're going to notice she twinges like she's in pain.
Horror's gonna basically immediately not pay attention to anyone else except Reliska. Like, are you okay?
Now is not the time. We'll discuss it later, Rory.
I'm always here for you, you know that.
I know, but as I said, right now is not the moment to discuss it.
It's okay. We can definitely talk about it later.
Lucian's gonna regather his composure. My apologies. I have overstepped. If you will excuse me. And he's going to start to make
Sir Tristan is just going to watch Lucian.
Liska's gonna
Okay.
turn and follow Lucian out.
Well, everyone's touchy today.
It does seem traveling to other places puts people in the mood.
Guess so.
Yeah, but a lot of things sort of unexpected things happened.
The unexpected happens all the time in Hawkins. That much we know.
Yeah. A lot more than you think. Let's put it that way. But do you have a next quest for us yet, or do we get a reward for killing the beast, or what?
So you're just gonna be that demanding?
No. Just excited. I like killing things.
Well, clearly this much is certain. But I will say, Sir Tristan is going to look at you and say, well, I can give you guys something. I did give you guys some gifts in the beginning, too. But if you really want gold, I can spare some if you would like.
I cannot speak for my companions, but I do not require monetary gain.
It would be nice, but I don't want to be selfish. So, I think I'm good for now.
Oh, you don't want 500 gold split between you guys? Okay.
I'll take the gold.
I mean, if you put it that way, then
If nobody else will take it, I will take the gold.
I suppose we should also use this gold to help further equip our new companion. And please forgive my manners. I am Tomar Kai. And what might your name be, my young lad?
Then you can call me Nier. Or Shadow.
Pleasure to
Either
make your
works.
acquaintance.
Or Shadow, either works.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, dear.
I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself earlier too, but name's Rory. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Rory, as you're introducing yourself, the gold that Sir Tristan, are you paying attention to Sir Tristan right now?
I am.
Yeah. I'll say yes.
Okay, so what would it be for her to try and catch it as he chucks it at his head?
I mean, 500 gold? That's 50 pounds.
Okay, so
You might not want to catch it. You might want to
You-
dodge.
He might want to dodge. And also, if Sir
Or otherwise, you're gonna
Tristan
spend the
is
rest of the day
chucking that-
unconscious.
If Sir Tristan is chucking that, he definitely has not skipped the gym since he was like 3.
well, that's exactly what I'm going for because he's gonna chuck it because Rory's been being an ass.
Roy,
That's
you may
fair.
want to dodge.
You may want to dodge.
Okay, what do I do? What do I roll? What do I...
I'd say acrobatics.
Athletics?
Gonna be athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics, because he's trying to dodge out of
Okay.
the way.
Okay.
This is like...
Acrobatics, please.
Okay. Acrobatics. Yeah. 13?
Do you think I should do it?
Would have said, yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, you are not able to dodge
Figured.
the impact.
Figured as much. And I watch as a bag of money goes flying through the air and beams them in the head.
Did you lose my die?
I did.
Milan is simply going to be grabbing as much of the money as he possibly can.
Shuffles, I just messaged you. Take 6 damage.
Okay.
6 points of bludgeoning damage as you get beamed in the face with 500 gold.
Ow.
And as Milan does this, he's going to be putting as much of the gold into a little sack.
Alrighty. So Tristan
It makes
is
this
going-
kind of sound as it hit them.
Yeah, it kind of made like a doing sound. Sir Tristan is just going to give Rory a pissed off look and walk out of the room.
What did I do?
Valkyrie is going to walk from the corner of the
Oh no,
room.
it's 50 coins equals a pound, so it's
Whatever.
10 pounds.
Whatever. Valkyrie is going to walk from around the corner and look at Rory. Maybe you shouldn't have pissed the guy off.
I didn't mean to. Sorry.
It's kind of what you get for demanding money.
I didn't demand. I was curious. I'm excited. I like. Well. What's the word?
And
I like
yet
smashing things.
And yet you can't overstay your welcome or piss someone off who is willing to pay you.
I mean, that's also fair. But didn't
Dungeons and Dungeon Dues? Hi, Listless.
Dungeons and
Didgeridoos.
Didgeridoos. Hi. Hello. Anyway. So, seems like you're gonna be around here more often. Hi, Listless Doohickey and
But also, would Rory have seen
Milan grab the gold from him?
I mean, I'd
I'm
assume
thinking he might be
so, considering he just
unconscious.
got hit in the face with it.
Or would he be unconscious? Yeah.
I mean, only if the damage knocked him unconscious.
True.
Yeah, I go for that.
It depends on how much you were paying attention to Milan.
Yeah. Probably not a whole lot. Also, kind of probably being a bit dazed from the impact.
Hit in the face.
I'm gonna roll a sleight of hand check just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, probably.
4? Okay.
Oh, and I just closed it.
What was that roll, Sage?
What?
What was that roll?
19. 1-9.
Okay.
First sleight of hand.
Um,
There was a roll for sleight of hand.
21.
All right. So, as you are trying to grab the gold meal, what was that, Sage?
Yeah, that was me trying to gather the gold. That was a sleight of hand check.
Well, yes. So what I was saying is, as you are trying to grab the gold, while you are grabbing the gold, not paying attention to your surroundings. It's Tomarkai that's doing it.
Okay, I'm looking at the wrong character sheets. Not yours.
1 second. As you are grabbing gold and stuffing it into your pockets, bags, whatever, Tomarkai has been paying attention to you as he beat your roll by 20. He got a 24. So by 4?
Yep.
By 4, Tomarkai is going to stop you.
Oh, he's not gonna stop him at
You know,
this
it's just
point
gonna
in
look at
time, but he's
Tomarkai.
just gonna. Tomarkai's just gonna slowly walk over to Milan and just kind of
Okay.
look at him. And behold, you now have a 7-foot tall, 350-pound turtle
What was that?
looking. You now have a
7-foot tall,
tall,
350 pound.
Yeah, you have a 7-foot
350-pound
tall,
turtle
350-pound
looking down at
turtle
you.
looking at you.
Milana's looking at the turtle. Yes.
I do hope you are only taking your share of the coin.
For the record, it's already on the floor.
And for the record, the coin is meant to be split among the group members.
And let's split it. A moment ago, you guys were saying you didn't need the gold.
I do not. However, there are 2 group members currently not here who have yet to voice their opinions. And I too believe that our dragonborn friend did say that they had changed their mind.
Well, then let's split it.
Thank you. Yeah, we should definitely split it.
Considering you got 10 pounds of gold chucked at you, Rory, Valkyria says with the sash mark, as she also tries to avoid the gnome.
Now let us regroup with the other members of our group. and split the money evenly among those who wish it. Tomarkai says, grabbing the remaining bag. And do know, Milan, that I will be counting this out to the last coin.
Or then gonna look over at Tamarka. It's like, after we're done, after you're done counting the gold, I need to talk to you about something.
This should be good, the fairy says sassily, looking at Rory.
Of course, my big boot of a friend.
Hey, Sora, I'm giving you something for a surprise. I just sent you a link.
Oh
Oh,
God!
dear God.
Dear God!
Please
I
tell
both
me I
love and
can.
hate it.
Who is this for? Is this for Wednesday?
I was gonna use it as a surprise.
Oh, dear God.
Well, I need to know if this is for, like...
Actually, I was originally going to introduce him for your session, Kyrie.
Give us a bit, because we'll have to look at
It's
him, but...
again, it was just made up on the fly. I had
Okay,
a role play reason why he had the leather armor.
Okay.
I mean, it's just
Okay.
it's the character he is after all.
Yeah,
By the way, I love your reaction.
we'll take a look at it later.
Sure thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're okay. Valkyria's gonna look at Rory. Are you doing what I think you're doing? Because if so, I've seen this before.
What do you mean?
Valkyria. Okay, out of character. What does Rory know for languages?
Not a lot.
I kind of figured as much.
Abyssal, Common, Draconic, and Sylvan.
Perfect! It works in my favor.
Oh no. It should be fun.
Valkyria's gonna look at Rory and say in Sylvan, I have seen you tell your friend what you're about to tell him about the Raven Queen. I've seen this before. Are you sure you want to tell them this? Saying in Sylvan.
Oh, shit.
Fine and Sylvan. So I'm going to casually glance at them because I can understand them.
Alright.
Well, I mean, I didn't know that we had this in common, and it's kind of a big thing. Especially what the Raven Queen gave me. A couple things, actually.
Replying back in Sylvan. Are you sure he is ready for this?
I mean, I want to let him know first. Than everyone else.
As long as you think the timing is right, I will not stop you. But there are things I can't let happen again.
I understand that. I mean, there's also the prophecy.
That I know of.
Yeah. And that I recently discovered what I'm capable of doing. And it's scary.
And the lit forest.
Yeah, I guess I can create fire.
I can help you get your magic under control if you would let me.
I would really like that.
Once you're done with your friend, if you want, you can go off to a place that I can help you do that.
Yes, please.
Valkyria nodded. Alright. She says, back in common, and nods, looking at Rory. I will let you do your business.
Thank you. Yeah. Tamarka, have you finished counting? Are we?
Are you
Okay.
actively counting like 1?
Jeez.
He's not going that slow, and plus he was waiting for them to go meet up with Lucy and Liska.
Oh yeah, that still hasn't happened.
Speaking of, Liska, how closely did you follow Lucian?
Probably pretty closely. Why?
Pippers. Hi, Pippers.
Alright, you hear through your telepathic link. Why are you following me?
I have my reasons. You'll find out soon enough.
Be.
Why not stay with the rest of your friends?
Unfortunately, decisions have been made for me, and I can't return unless they come with me. Something I'm not in control of is taking place, and so I am following you. I can tell you it's not meant as anything as a danger to you, but I can't explain more than that right now. I'm not at liberty to do so. You know, this is asking a lot, but you may have to find a way just to trust my judgment.
Fine. Lucian's just gonna find a wall. Just kind of keep his back to Liska while letting his emotions run their course.
So he actually cares. Wow, he's actually showing emotion.
I mean, he's not so much showing it as he is just, finding a quiet place to push them back down again.
Let me have this. He's showing emotion. Anyway, continue. Sorry, Elfie.
Oh, trust me, it's fine. It's all good.
Liska, what languages do you know?
Abyssal,
forget.
celestial, common, elvish, infernal, and sylvan.
Okay, so you will understand him. He's going to say, I can't lose another group. Not again in Celestial.
He's gonna reply in celestial, I'll do my best to help that not happen. As I said, I'm not here to cause you any harm. Unfortunately, as I also said, I can't give more detail than that right now, but I will do everything I can in my power to keep that from happening again.
Two shuffles.
I'm assuming at this point, though, the rest of the group is found.
I don't know. At the moment,
Unless
Rory is trying to pull Tomar Kai's side. I don't know what Nier, Milan, and 11 are doing.
Well, Tomar Kai was going to wait until he had regrouped with everyone to go to the side with Rory,
Okay.
was the thought process.
So at this moment, I think the group is letting you guys have your moment. Because 11 at this moment is probably la looking for flowers.
Milan is simply going to let the goal be spread out even. However, he is going to start to stand up, take his loot. He's going to start to walk away, glances at Tomarkai, gives a small smile, and casts Charm Person.
No, God!
Who is he casting Charm Person on?
The
Tomar
turtle.
Kai.
Oh,
Hold on.
oh boy.
Hold, please. I have to make sure I'm looking at the right character sheet. Oh, wonderful.
Oh boy.
19.
What was that?
19 on the saving throw.
Nice try.
Tomar Kai just sort of looks at you, smiles.
And the other guys, in my head, I'm seeing the scene is happening, like the scene in Tangled, where he's like, I'm doing the smolder.
Milan is just simply giving a small, almost devilish grin.
Milad, make a con save for
Oh
me.
God, why is he making a con save?
A con save? Yeah, I was hoping it would be an intelligence save.
Oh God.
Give me 1 second.
Remind me to try to conquer something so I can see if those fit or not.
Let's see if this works. 14.
Does that pass?
Technically. You just pass.
You just passed because he tried to
Oh.
cast blindness on you.
Actually, he was going for deafness. So that
See,
he wouldn't have
see, I was-
the pleasure of
see,
hearing himself speak.
There was a reason why I was hoping it would have been an intelligence or wisdom saving throw, but that's for another story.
Valkyria's gonna look at the rest. God, y'all are idiots. I'm going away now. As she tries to walk away.
Look
Well,
over
I
at Valkyria.
No, go ahead.
We're just gonna quickly look over at Valkyrie. It's like, we still have We still have the thing, right?
What thing?
You know.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
Yes. I will come and get you whenever you are done with your friend.
So, when the party regroups, everyone at 100 gold, as Tomar, Kai, and Lucian both take a smaller portion, as they don't really need the money at the moment, and so they're both going to split the last 100.
Wait a minute. How much did you say that Tomar Kai is taking?
Tomar, Kai, and Lucian are each taking 50. Everyone else is getting 100.
Split 30 of mine between the two of them. I'll just take 70.
Tomar, Kai begs you, but does not keep the
I'm
100.
not taking no for an answer. 30 of it's going to be split between the two of them one way or another. They can decide how.
They both kind of look at each other for a
I'm
moment
confused.
and
What's
just
going
shake
on?
their head.
One of the other characters is shoving a portion of their money back to you, like, take it. I'm not taking no for an answer. You're gonna take this money and you're gonna like it.
He hands it to Tomar Kai, looks between Tomar Kai and Lucian, and walks away for a minute. She's not taking it back. She only took 70.
Milan is going to take the exact amount of gold that is his cut, and then he's going to simply smile, give a bow, glance over at Valkyria,
Oh God.
give kind of like a blows a little kiss, and then walks away.
She's gonna flip you off.
Uh,
All right,
how they're doing that.
Rory, if you want to do your thing, you better get to it. Valkyria says as she disappears.
Look over to Marka. It's like, I want to talk to you about something that I didn't realize until fairly recently.
What is it, my friend?
Can we find somewhere? I mean, we could do a talk off to the side here, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
I'm sure we can find a place to speak privately. He's just gonna kind of start walking off, looking for a place that seems out of the way.
Milan starts to sneak away and heads a little bit outside.
Wait, is Milan following Tomar, Kai, and...
No, he's just heading
Okay.
outside.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So. What is it? My strong friend.
You're not the only one that has a connection with the Raven Queen. I do too.
Explain.
How to put this? So, you know about the Alvia's scar that everyone can pretty much see it. And she gave me the power to see in the dark. Which is kind of awesome to say the least. However, a couple things. How do I say this? You're not the only one that was given a second chance at survival. I did. I was too.
You have experience what lies beyond the veil.
Yes.
You understand why it is so important that I keep our friends from having to experience that.
Definitely. And let's just say that I'm also afraid of heights. I can't stand being up high. Except being on top of the Thessal Hydra wasn't that high, but still. I'm not as strong as I appear to be.
No one is strong all the time, my friend. It takes true strength to be truly vulnerable to those you care about.
I know. But there's something else. I mean, you also know the ancient prophecy about beware of the creature of fire and water. It's not water. It's ice. And I think the prophecy is referring to me. And, well, I need you to keep a promise for me. This stays between us. No one else, until I say so. Okay?
You have my word as a cleric.
I think I know who gave me the fire powers. I think you're not gonna like it.
Our mistress's oldest enemy. I had feared as much. I feared his return, and that we might find him in this room. Gods face. I had even
So-
dared to hope that I was wrong.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. For now, we must be prepared. For this fight is far beyond any of us, as we are now.
You can definitely say that again.
Oh, I believe in time. This group may be able to tackle things we never imagined possible.
Yeah, and I'm also kind of scared that I'm gonna hurt you all.
Mordecai's going to place his hand on Rory's shoulder. You must have faith, my friend.
You sound like the turtle from Kung Fu Panda.
Yes.
Kind of the idea, I think.
Yesterday is
Anyway,
history.
oh my god, that's not what I meant.
Tomorrow
Is a mystery,
but
but today is a
gift.
gift.
Is a
That
gift.
is why they call it
That is
present.
why it is called the present.
You're an
You
idiot.
must remember to live the moment. Let yourself enjoy life as it is, without worrying for today,
You're a hippie.
without worrying about yesterday or tomorrow.
You're a freaking hippie.
Focus on what is, and we will be all right, my friend.
Okay. I believe you. I just. Everyone else is probably gonna hate me for it and probably never want to see me again.
Perhaps. But for now, I promise to keep your secret safe till the Raven Queen calls me again.
And even if my family pretty much worship Vecna, how about that?
True, family is oftentimes difficult, but you are not your family. You
Peppers.
are capable of making your own decisions. You must choose for yourself what you believe in.
I like that. We should
I, for one,
probably.
I, for one, will not judge you based on your family's sins. For when we stand before the gods, all we have to account for is our own decisions.
We're in this together. You guys are like a second family to me. And I appreciate that. And I am sorry that I randomly lash out. I still have no control over that.
Let's see if we can't find a way But for now, let us see if this keep has any sweet rolls.
Sorry. What's a sweet roll?
Oh, you are in for a wonderful treat. Follow me to the commissary. And Tomar Kai just sort of starts leading towards the kitchen areas. For those of you that don't know, a sweet roll is a cinnamon bun.
So you couldn't have just said cinnamon bun?
Well, that's out of character.
Tomar Kai is cryptic as fuck. Okay?
He's also senile.
No, he's pretending to be senile, which makes it even funnier.
Just remember, technically, he's only like 12 for his race
He's
comparatively
only
to the
12
rest.
for his race. So he is still in the I'm going to fuck with everybody phase.
It's okay, my character is like 8 for their race.
Yeah, your character's also as long-lived as the turtles, so...
This is also true. I don't think, unless anyone had anything else specific tonight, I think we're going to end there.
Funny how nobody has even asked where Milana's ran off to.
You were asked
We
if you
all-
were
we
following
all
someone,
know.
and you said you were going outside.
We all know you're going after the fairy.
In the darkness outside, Milan is looking at the sky and he's simply whispering, "It's time to give me power."
What was that, Sage? We couldn't hear you.
He's simply whispering, "It's time to give me power."
Uh-huh. Fortunately, something just happened with them.
So, did anyone else have anything they wish to do before we close session tonight?
Actually, that's about it. Nope.
Aha.
Ah,
We will account for that next time
yes.
around Sage.
Okay.
With that, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do next session because of my things going on at home.
You're fine.
You know I'm right.
We will keep you guys posted as much as we can, and we
Jesus.
will, as always, make a highlight of these and save them for anyone who wishes to go back and rewatch the campaign from the start,
Mainly, I go back to Miranda recaps.
especially when we haven't played in a few weeks.
It has been a while at this point.
Thank you all for joining us tonight, viewers and players alike.
Well, let's see.
Please hold while we find someone to read out to.
Are you copying the message? Or putting it in? Do we dare do it or do we not? Because oh, get the raid message. You always forget about the message.
Because I'm not used to it. That is our lovely raid message. Yes, we're here. Please copy and paste that once we find someone fun to invade.
Let's go. Raided her before. She's fun. Why don't we? We could always just reach her too.
Only raid turf.
Yeah.
We are going to raid the lovely Turfindio.
Did I spell it right? Yeah. Yep. There we go.
Right.
Alright, so we will be going over to raid turf. Thank you everyone for coming on in tonight and joining our lovely chaos that is Dungeons and Dragons. I hope everyone has enjoyed tonight, and next time we have this, Sora and Kyrie probably won't be in the same room.
Or we may.
Or we
Who
may.
knows?
Who knows? With that, we are going to get on over to Raid Turpindial, and thank you everyone for playing.